Well, what do we have here? Yes, still gonna talk about it. And yes, I might even still smear certain people's face in it. But what do we have here is what we are going to address today. See, a lot of you, and I will not let you live this down because a lot of you are bad Bears fans. A lot of you guys are idiots. Now, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's too many multiple sources and reports coming out, finally revealing that Justin Fields, all along, he wasn't the nice guy that a lot of you portrayed him to be. A lot of you guys were saying he was. Oh, he's such a good kid. He's such a nice guy. And you try to justify that as the reason to keeping him as the number one quarterback. Oh, no, don't trade Justin. This team sucks. I would no longer support this team now that they traded Justin. You're a bunch of idiots. Blithering, smithering idiots. Dumbasses. The dumbassery has no limits with a lot of Bears fans. And I am here to bring forth even more smoke for the fire. So put the beef on the grill and let it sizzle because we about to get into this right here, right now. Apparently, Justin Fields was not a good teammate. Let's read some of this. One of the more vocal supporters of Fields last season was wide receiver DJ Moore. Moore said he favored keeping Fields over drafting his replacement a few times. Per Pro Football Talk, Moore called Fields a great leader. Let me make sure this is the beginning. Let me see. Patience. We're gonna dissect this. All right. During an appearance on PFT Live Thursday, Moore said that he's definitely on record as wanting Fields to remain the team's quarterback. Moore said that Fields was a great leader and he doesn't get exhausted voicing his support. Okay. Oh, come on, OBS. Don't freeze up on me now. We got stuff to do. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. OBS froze up on a nigga. I'm gonna leave a link to this in the description box. But basically, and I've been seeing this all over the internet. Now, at first it started out with Nick Foles and Andy Dalton not getting along with Justin Fields. It was talking about this dude had a hard time paying attention. He wasn't paying attention in meetings. Nick Foles tried to go over some things and try to mentor him and try to help him. And he wasn't receptive to that. And it got to the point where him and Nick Fields hated each other. I mean, they really didn't like each other at all. Didn't want to be around each other. Did not get along at all. And there's a lot of this smoke that's out there right now. And all this time, a lot of people were saying, hey, we got to keep Fields. He's the guy. He's the guy. We got to keep Fields. He's the guy. A lot of you guys was doing that song and dance for Justin, only to come to find out at this point in time that he was a jerk. And whatever ADD symptoms he might have had, his ability to not be able to pay attention in meetings, it showcased itself on a football field because all he knew how to do was run. Things would break down around him. And instead of shifting the offensive line one way or another, pointing out the Mike linebacker and locating problems on a defense that can pose a problem on the offense. So let me shift this guy this here or there. Let me call an audible. Let me send one of my wide receivers in motion. Maybe we can force the defense to show their hand and force them to use a different formation. Maybe we can attack the weak spot in their defense, whether it's zone or whether it's blitz or whether they're bracketing DJ Moore. Instead of him being able to locate and figure this out before it's time to snap the ball, his go-to was, well, when all else fails and things break down, I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run. Well, apparently these stories that are coming out now, and it's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories. There's multiple stories coming out that maybe Justin Fields wasn't that good of a guy that we were brainwashed, at least a lot of you guys were brainwashed into believing that he was this whole time. Maybe he was a jerk this whole time who wasn't good at thinking the game, which is why he would always resort to, hey, I'm just gonna run. That's all I know. I'm really a running back, pretending like I'm a quarterback, but I managed to fool the mass majority of Bears fans, because a lot of Bears fans are fucking idiots. But they won't know until it's too late anyway. And that's pretty much how he approached everything. And you can just put everything together. This is exactly how he presented himself. He's like, oh, Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, he's such a nice kid, this and that. Meanwhile, at Halas Hall, when you actually have a Super Bowl winning quarterback who ironically was also the MVP of that Super Bowl win for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now that he's on the Bears, he's actually trying to help you become a better quarterback. Why would you not listen to this man? He has accomplished way more than you have thus far, and I'm willing to bet his accomplishments will dwarf anything that you accomplish in your career, because you're so stubborn. You don't want to listen. You didn't want to listen. That's why you find yourself in Pittsburgh right now as a backup. And even though the Steelers have walked back previous statements that were made by a running back that was currently on the team at the time, saying that, hey, Justin Fields is going to return punts. That right there was not enough to humble you, I'm willing to bet. And the Steelers have since walked that back, but because I guess they wasn't expecting the running back to blab to the sports media, but he did. He let the cat out the bag. Everybody knows. The league knows Justin Fields is not a starting caliber quarterback. He's not going to lead your team to the playoffs. He's not going to lead your team to the Super Bowl. So at some point, reality has to set in. But Justin Fields is so thick-headed, he doesn't want any help. He has all the answers. He knows it all, according to him. But do you know it all, Justin? Because from what I see, you're a backup. And at the very least, the Pittsburgh Steelers as an organization, as well as the coaching staff, are considering putting you back there for punts, because you're a pretty good athlete. You're not a pretty good quarterback, however. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Fields was actually a jerk this whole time. And it's one thing to be a jerk when you're good. If you're Patrick Mahomes and you're a jerk, nobody cares, because you're Patrick fucking Mahomes. If you're Michael Jordan in his prime, nobody cares that you're a jerk, because you're the GOAT. You're Michael Jordan. Justin Fields, you're just Justin Fields, the guy that can run pretty good, who's pretending to be a quarterback, and now who's a backup quarterback with more running ability than actually playing the quarterback position. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Justin Fields is the problem, and it's finally starting to come out. He's getting what he deserved. And you idiots that supported him and wanted him to be the starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears, you now have magpie in your face. Now deal with that, suckers.